Hello, everyone. Okay. And we are live streaming. Okay, guys, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us this awesome Tuesday, the 3rd of October, 2023. So, where do I want to go? Okay. Sorry, I'm tackling two jobs today, two customers. So my brain is just a little bit not fried, but hey, cool. So anyway, for anyone over in Facebook and YouTube, we hold these coherence meditations every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific time. We are currently on a series involving pretty much addiction and all that other stuff. And we are, I think, on session number 3. So today's title is Embarking on a Journey Within Meditation on the Ego. So if you haven't joined us already, please join us over at youtube.com/the @Cosmic Gaia community. Give us a join there. Give us a like. Please like us over there on Facebook. If you are over there, we hold these live sessions here on Zoom. So if you ever want to join our Zoom live session, please do so by joining freedomsnap.org/Seth, where you can find the direct link to Zoom, as well as you can add it to your device calendar and sign up for our weekly email list so that you're reminded of these events. So thank you for joining, everyone. And I'll hand it off to you, Seth.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Much appreciated, as always. So, hello, everybody. If you don't have any drinking water, bring some. We can give a minute here. Perfect. And yeah, get whatever kind of water you feel like drinking. It could be tea. It could be, doesn't have to be specifically pure water. It can be whatever you have, some kind of beverage, because it's going to be mostly water anyway. So do that. And this is going to be great because in many ways, you could say that the biggest addiction there ever could be is to who you think you are. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that most of who we think we are has to do with the conditioning of the societies and the families and so many different customs and rituals and ideas and beliefs that we get to be who we are. But if we focus on what we are, then who we are is directly affected by that. And again, it's not bad or anything like that. It's just we can get really addicted to who we think we are based on all the different things that I just mentioned. And you could say that's ego, right? Or toxic ego, because we're in a situation now where the world is like in one big giant detox on almost every level of everything. And it's going to only continue to speed up, which is really exciting. It's chaotic for sure. We're all feeling that. But at the same time, certainly not in my lifetime, in this lifetime, did I ever think these kind of situations and changes were here. I always thought that I was born too late. I was like, oh, I should have been born in the 60s, so I could have been a part of that. And it turns out that I'm born like perfect timing, just like all of you. Exactly when we came into this world is what allows us to bring the energy that we are, right? Because when we're focusing on who we are without the awareness of what we are, then it gets a little off balance. And you could say that's the toxic or addicted ego. But when we realize that we've just kind of allowed that to happen, then we can start working to create who we think we are, much more influenced by what we are, this invisible, undescribable, miraculous energy that is in and around every one of us, causing so many complex chemicals and signals to arise. I mean, for anybody who's losing faith in life, in what's happening in the world, just remember that. Like in every single one of us, doesn't matter what society has taught us, doesn't matter what belief system or family or any of that, there is something in us that is working wonders from the moment we are conceived. And now we have this beautiful opportunity to really break away from who we think we are, focus on what we are, and then form a new sense of self based on the coherence or the interweaving of who we think we are and what we are. And this is a major opportunity in the sense that so many people now more than ever are beginning to wake up and realize that who they think they are, or who we or they think society is, it was missing so much, right? We didn't have even close to the amount of details. There's a whole bunch of information that just wasn't there. And so now it is there. And there's enough of us who are remembering and reminding each other, you know, we are made out of dreams, right? We come from miracles that there's no words to describe. And that's really exciting. I love that. I know a lot of other people love it as well. And at this point, we break the addiction to who we think we are, the toxic ego that gets stuck in repetitious thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, actions, and it just keeps spinning over and over and over, constantly reinforcing who we think we are. And now we're going to endorse what we are into who we think we are. And then we're going to create new cycles, new spirals of personal and collective evolution. So tonight we're going to address that. So if you have water, have it near you. And wherever you are, in your house, in somebody else's, in a hotel room, wherever you are right now, just let the surface of what's holding you up, whether it's a chair, a couch, a bed, just kind of give thanks to whatever that piece of furniture is. Because the next 30 minutes to an hour, it is going to be holding your entire being in place. And while you intentionally take who you are and you begin to merge it with what you are, and we do that together as a community, as a group, and that helps everybody and everything in this world to begin attuning who they think they are with what we are. Nature, the infinite aspects of the natural world, whether it's microbacteria here on Earth, or it is multiverse universes. It's all part of a natural process of reality that's unfolding. And even though everything is connected and it's comes from the same source, we have the ability to embody the awareness of that source and totally be supported by the infinite elements of reality, so that when we create coherence, harmony with who we think we are to what we are, we begin to embody the possibility that that represents. And even though it all comes from the same place, we have our own unique blueprint, our own unique ability to perceive the frequencies of reality. So wherever you are, just wholly give thanks to that surface. And to the best of your ability, just completely relax. Be aware of your breath. Get your breathing cycles rhythmic. 3 seconds on the inhale, 3 seconds on the exhale, and just set it and forget it. You don't need to count the seconds once you've discerned or decided you want them to be. Just keep your breathing rhythmic, slow and deep. And scan your body from the top of your head, the bottom of your feet, and just take a little mental or emotional note of the part of your being that you want to work on tonight. Or if you don't know what you want to work on, or you know that you want to work on many different levels in your body, meaning it might not be one part you want to focus on. You may want to focus on all of it, your entire body, becoming conscious of the nature of consciousness that is in us, with us, illuminating us, illuminating this world. Just totally, totally relax. And whatever you want to work on tonight, just let that happen naturally. Bring a little smile to your face. And without even thinking about it, let yourself smile in your feet. Don't even think about what it means. Just create the feeling of what your smile does to you and feel it in your feet. And just allow yourself to be aware that you can replicate this feeling in any organ, in any gland, in any fluid in and around your body. You can brighten that up just with your smile and letting your breathing, rhythmic, slow breathing, start to sync up with your smile, with whatever your smile means to you. And this is what miracles are made of. You may not know how you can do it, but if when you smile, it causes feelings of waking up, of joy, and especially gratitude. There's so many different layers and levels of self that it can get complicated if we think about it all or overthink it. And that's a lot of what has happened to us. We're born into these bodies, into our families, into the language that we speak, that our families speak, that society speaks. And whatever language or languages somebody's vocabulary or ability to communicate with words is, we're going to let go of even that for now. We are all so much greater beyond who we think we are. And everything we have ever thought about ourselves in this world is available to us right now, always. You can overcome anything. You can create the type of body chemistry that can heal anything, whether it's physical ailments, emotional, trauma, drama, stress. All of that can go away really quick when we realize that as the individual we are, as the human person we believe ourselves to be, we can take who we are and start to be aware of what we are. The miracle of life. Everybody. We are all the miracle of life. And were we in a world that was much more peaceful, it would make sense to know to what degree that miracle can have when it comes to our own life, our own evolution, our own wants, needs, beliefs, dreams. There is nothing in between who we think we are and what we are that can get in our way. Nothing. Except for who we think we are. And that can only get in the way for as long as we allow it to. There literally is nothing in between you and the infinite life force that is supporting you, except for yourself. And yourself, even though it consists of beliefs, behaviors, actions, all of that can be remedied and integrated into our personal recognition of what we are. Just keep breathing rhythmically, gently, smiling in your feet or anywhere in and around your body that you want to feel the smile that represents gratitude. It represents you choosing to be grateful that you're alive and that you're supported by infinite numbers of other organisms, of other energies. When you really start to attune who you think you are with what you are. Abilities that you long knew were there, but that you maybe weren't working with. All of that stuff, extra senses. There's not just 5 human senses. There's infinite amounts of abilities to sense reality. And the more we choose to get to know what we are, the more we begin to be able to focus in on those extra senses, flexing your perceptive muscles, being able to recognize and witness you and this world from your pituitary gland, from your pineal gland. You can literally view reality from anywhere that you choose. And as those muscles of perception break away from the atrophy of just not having been used because we weren't really taught that, but we know it's there. We know that if we attune ourselves to what we are, this infinite animating principle, element, the fabric of life, the infinite aspects that we all are and that everything is. The integration of this consciously, it begins to bring together all the parts of you that you deep down know. You begin to bridge the conscious waking mind with your subconscious and eventually with your unconscious. The more you allow yourself to be in harmony with reality, the natural reality, the greater expression of life that isn't really taught to most of us. When we create that bridge consciously, the duality or the separation or whatever it is about who we think we are, that seemingly is in the way of what we are. The barriers to entry, they begin to dissipate. They begin to become calm and not at all out of reach. It's in reach. Your ability to be in a state of relaxed awareness, almost sleeping in your body while your mind is wide awake and alert. This is us choosing to balance out the energy of disconnection, the energy or imbalance of all the different energies that we already are. Getting who we are to smile, to breathe. And like water erodes rock, so too are the barriers that we've created temporarily that are actually amazing, even though they feel so disruptive or dissociative. Everything that has ever happened in the history of everything has all come to this one point that you and I are at. The entire history and mystery of everything that has ever happened, we each signify that. We are at the cusp of the edge of our own perception, willingly choosing to open up our perceptive awareness and allow that's infinite, that's miraculous, that is the cradle and grave of everything. It's literally what we're made of. And who we think we are, even though it feels separate, it is perfect. It is what has brought us together right now. And the more we allow ourselves to just be at peace with who we think we are, then our ability to know what we are starts to fill in the blanks. We begin to remember that everything we've been through is exactly the way it was supposed to be. And that through your smile, through your breathing, you're letting your own life force, your own organs, you're letting all of that know that you are grateful to all these different components of our being create. You are letting life, the same life that's causing your heart to beat, you are letting it know that you're ready to evolve, to grow beyond all we've ever thought was real, to grow and be able to embrace all that is, all that we are. We have perhaps what is one of the most incredible opportunities there ever could be. And that is to allow the person that you are, the creative expression of life that makes you who you think you are. Now more than ever, we have the ability to bridge who we think we are with what we are and get so good at creating habits of completely relaxed alertness. And that through our labor of love, of self-love, selfless love, everything that we could ever think about or know is available to us now, maybe even more than ever. And that's a reason to smile, even if it's just a little smile. When we smile and we feel those feelings of gratitude or joy or even resilience, with however challenging it has been in our life, or that is still challenging right now. The bridge between who and what has never been as accessible as it is now. And it has always been available to everybody, to everything. The only difference is now we are remembering. And we are intentionally planting seeds of awareness, memorizing the feeling that you feel when you let life know that you're grateful to be here, and that you're choosing to embody that gratitude, no matter how difficult that can be. And through your embodiment and conscious remembering of this miracle that is allowing you to be in this body, it's allowing everybody to be here. And that has allowed this brief evolutionary aspect or moment. It's allowing all of that to exist, to be here. Because when we start to memorize the feeling of gratitude, deep gratitude, even if it's hard to feel, that little smile with that relaxed alertness, that is us literally remembering that we have the ability to flick a switch so that duality, separation, anxiety, through our smile, we have the ability to just completely allow ourselves to become a deeper expression of what we already are. And that through our practice of being so present with life, being so present with every beat of your heart, with every breath that you inhale, exhale, that with every thought and feeling, as those become coherent, synchronized, your breathing, your smile, your acknowledgement of how this miraculous energy causes everything in your body to happen faster than the speed of light. Right now, we have the ability to take all of who and what we think we are and to be so present with life that we create new frequency potentials, that we have the ability to create feelings and memories that there aren't even words for. To take senses, to take your sense of self and immerse it with what is already in your being. That's you choosing to evolve with your heart, with your mind, with your body. And your body is always sending and receiving so many different frequencies of life with so many great forces of the natural world, here or in any galaxy or universe. We, who we think we are, can attune ourselves to all of that support, all of these cosmic natural energies that are way greater than we could ever imagine. The energy of all of that is with us. It's always been here, but now we're realizing it. And we're tuning into our own perception of it by getting our heart and brain in coherence, so that those natural flow states, that natural sense that knows it can attune itself with all of the senses that have ever been available. It's here now. And through our presence and our instinctual, intuitive ability to be so present with the coherence of our heart, our brain, all the organs in our body, all the glands, all the fluid. This is our miraculous body. This is our miraculous sense of self that, even with its limitations and fear, all of that is welcome. All of that has brought us to this very point right now. And when we get in coherence with what's already happening in our body, then all of these greater natural fields They just come to support because they've always been. It's just that now you have the ability to tune into it at new levels, to allow all of reality to be exactly what it is, and that you are choosing to be more aware of it. This is an opportunity to rejoice, to get happy, reverent, grateful for this opportunity, for bridging the conscious mind, the subconscious, the unconscious, the primitive senses and awareness that all other senses come from. All of that can be instantly attuned when your smile, your breath, your heart, and the feelings it creates. When you get all of that synchronized together, like we're doing now, and that is giving us greater skills and abilities to create even greater harmony of what is right with us right now. As you're relaxing, breathing, feeling gratitude through our smile, let's see if we can relax even more. Slow your breathing, really slow. Take your thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, actions. Let it all calm down, syncopated to every heartbeat. And creating a consistent habit of being so present with all of this, that we are up-leveled into even more skills of awareness, of perceiving reality. These are the habits that we are choosing to get better at. To listen to the space between the words, to feel what that empty feeling that is filled with life and gratitude, and whatever it is that we want to attune to the emptiness of life. That's us bringing greater significance to what is already happening. With one flick of the switch, you can turn on your own perceptual awareness to whatever degree you want or prefer. just really, really calm your breathing, your thoughts. And if you can feel your own heartbeat, let your awareness of feeling every beat of your heart become heightened. Let it all tune in together. And if you can feel your heart beat, let yourself feel what it would be like if your energy field was in coherence with your heartbeat, that are in coherence with your awareness of it. We are creating the most important relationships that we could ever create. And by choosing to get into these states and be a role model of human potential in your life, in your friends and family's life, in this world, in the galaxy, the universe, the multiverse, we can take who we think we are and attune it to what we are, offering new opportunities to learn, to evolve, and to be so present with the different components of your perception that new plateaus of your own evolutionary impulse. You are literally able to create different levels of awareness. And that with every time you practice from whatever level you feel like you're out, you can let those plateaus of your own evolution, they represent new abilities to surrender deeper into any resistance, so that the emptiness that seems like it's there between who we think we are and what we are, and allowing that space to be bridged by these infinite frequencies, patterns, sensations, feelings. We can let all of that be in coherence with itself. And when we begin to memorize what these different plateaus feel like, then we're always bringing new evolutionary ladders, representations of levels. We're creating the ability to keep learning about anything and to be able to learn and create habits of reconnecting who we think we are with what we are. We're breaking addiction to everyone and everything we have ever considered. We're causing that addictive focus, sense of awareness that is rooted in limitation. We're turning it all around and letting new possibilities, new potentials of life and our ability to perceive it in different ways, at different dimensions, and interwoven with feelings, new abilities to perceive reality. We let space for all of that to happen. Keep breathing consciously. Allow the deep rest that we just created. Allow it to just be what it is, with no need to do anything. Let your body, with its nervous system, its ability to regulate everything that's happening in our body chemistry, let it be the driver. And you can be watching from any point as your life knows how to move you forward in ways that aren't even able to be comprehended, but that can be sensed. Whether you're conscious or not, as long as you're in this body, you can trust that it is doing exactly what it knows how to do for you, for your organs, for the water and fluids in and around your body. That's what's really going on. And when we let our awareness trust what's really going on, then it begins to become a catalyst. Our bodies are so intelligent. When we take who we think we are and harmonize it with what we really are, then the very same life force that knows what to do, whether we're sleeping or we are awake, if it knows how to do everything that it's currently doing, Let yourself have faith that you are creating habits that can bring you back to knowing how incredible this life already is. Creating a habit out of this so that no matter what comes up in our world, in our lives, we're ready for it, even willing, because everything offers the ability to start being able to harness all of our abilities. And by doing this, we bridge the gap between who we think we are and through all of our ancestry of everybody in your life who is focused primarily on who they think they are. Our ability to integrate that, who with what, that heals and opens space for all of our ancestral lines, to all of our ancestral abilities. Everything that your ancestors experienced and went through can be harmonized in this body as often as you want to practice it. Let your breathing just pick up a little bit. Be aware of your breath. And just acknowledge that your ability to breathe is already working. It's already breathing, whether we remember that or not. And by bringing all of this together, we not only bring peace and healing to our past, we're bringing that same energy and we're projecting it into every breath we take, every step we take. We're projecting the remembrance of how powerful the marriage between who we think we are and what we are. Being present with that is bringing the unparalleled ability to manifest what we've always known is possible, but that we maybe weren't ready for until now. As you're taking all this in, breathing, smiling, holding everybody in your heart in a state of balance. Everybody and everything that's in your heart, even the ones who are difficult to like. You are creating the ability to be integrated with this miracle. And you're embodying it so that you can exemplify it, so that you can be a role model to your own soul. You're showing that energy that you are ready to bring peace to it. You can feel your pulse. Feel it in whatever container the water you brought is in. You don't even need to think about it. Just let yourself feel your pulse in the water that you're going to drink. Take everything that we experience together. And if you can't feel your heart beating in the water, just let yourself be aware of that. Because bit by bit, we're creating habits together that will bridge our ability to feel our pulse in everybody and everything, so that we overcome duality. We overcome ancestral pain. And so that we harmonize. We bring our ability to generate so much healing energy at the flick of a switch. We're making the impossible possible. We're making the unknown become the known, so that it can even go further in knowing the unknowable points of its own existence. We all truly are here, there, and everywhere. And at the same time, we've got our own unique way of perceiving the world in us. And so through our combined connection, others sense the natural world around you, will sense it. Let yourself feel that smile right in that glass of water. Let it, your pulse, feel it in the water. It's just an instinctual, intuitive way to become more aware of that is already providing awareness. And as we begin to come out of this state, to take the energy we have integrated in ourself, complete through our soul, let all of that be amplified as a result of us working together. Let your greatest dreams, hopes, inspiration, let all of that be empowered with your new integrative perception of who and what. And if you can feel your pulse in the water, then let yourself be aware that you can feel it in everything, in everybody. And that through you making a sovereign choice to exercise your ability to use your free will, let yourself feel that smile, because all of this, it's in action, it's in motion, and all you really did is just choose to be aware of it at a greater level, at a relaxed pace, in a way that brings healing energy to everything, to everyone. When you start getting feedback from those you love, or from a natural setting, when you can feel your pulse in the natural world, then you are preparing yourself to perceive greater amplitude of perceptual awareness. And that's something to be happy about. And when you feel ready, just start rubbing your hands together, create heat, friction for those who want to stay in these cultivated states of awareness. Just hang out and keep going. And when your hands are nice and warm, take the palms of your hand and put them over each eye, so that you literally are in darkness, but darkness that has shape, form. There's something there that you can see, even if you don't believe it. When you feel ready, take your water and have a few sips of it while you're smiling. Thank you, everybody. Please like, love, tag, share, all of that, so we can get this out there. We want to bring as many people together as possible, so that through our own intentionally created coherence, we can be aware of the greater coherent fields of nature and be supported by them. And then bring that type of awareness right into the day by day that we all live. Thank you, everybody. Greg, thank you for hosting all this. We're going to keep going, and they're going to be unbelievable.